Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamlined Legal, where we help law firms get the most out of their practice management software. Big day in Clio world today. I've been making these videos for about 5 years now, and I will tell you this is probably the feature that I've heard the most request for, and today's finally the day that Clio brings Kanban boards to Clio Manage. And so for those of you not familiar with Kanban boards, that's basically the columns that we can organize our matters in. We have those in Clio Grow. You may have seen those before, where we can kind of move our matters across the pipeline as we're trying to get clients to hire us. In Clio Manage now, we can do a similar visualization. So let's dive right in so I can show you. I'm super excited about this, and I know a lot of you are going to be as well. So when we come over to our Matters tab now, and I click on that, you'll see at the top, there is a new tab that says Stages. Now, literally, it was just released today, so it may not be on all of your screens yet, but I expect within the next couple of days it will be. And what it allows us to do is we can go ahead and click on this tab, and now we can start visualizing our matters in this kind of an order. So for example, I've already built this out for my real estate practice. I've got, my purchases, I've got the attorney review period, I've got waiting on the loan, I've got loan approved, and I've got post-closing. And it's super easy to create these stages. I'll show you that in just a minute. And even easier to just drag my matters across to the board, right, to the correct spot. And once I do that, you'll notice that when I take this last matter out of no stage assigned, that's going to disappear because I don't have any matters without a stage, right, in this practice area. And I can just simply move them across the board as things progress in these cases. And that is super nice. It gives me a great visualization. For those of you that have been looking forward to Kanban boards or using them in your other softwares or other technologies, this is just a great feature. You'll see at the top that it does show me how many I have in each column, which is nice. And it does give me a different board per practice area, right? So here I've got all my purchases, but of course, if I switch over here to all my sales, now I can see all of those cases waiting in similar stages, right? But again, I can build out different stages. So let's take a look at how easy it is to build out a stage. I'm going to come over here to my, let's do bankruptcy cases. And I've got a lot of bankruptcy cases, but of course I have just turned on the Kanban board, so I don't have any stages yet. So I can go ahead and, start with a stage that says basically, document collection. Oops, you might want to spell it right. And I add that stage. It's as easy as that, right? I keep adding stages. I can put in my petition. Whoops. Petition filed, and so on and so forth, and really keep adding them all the way down the line. And then it's just a simple question of moving those cases to the right stage. Now, for those of you that may have used a custom field in the past, like stage case or status of the case or something like that, you can definitely go ahead and take that, and now you don't need that custom field anymore because you can translate that into a Kanban board column and be able to trace your matters that way. Now, a couple things to point out. This yellow color on the side here, that means that's actually a pending case, right? The open cases are the ones with the green on the side, and then the closed cases will never show up in your Kanban board. So you don't have to worry about those. The only cases that are going to show up in these boards are the open and the pending cases. So that's how you can tell the difference between them with that color there. Then when you actually click into one of these cases and we look at the case, then we'll see down here, it's got a matter stage now in our default fields. So now we can take a look and see exactly where that case is. Now, the same way we can also, when we're creating a new case or editing a matter, let's look at editing matter first. When we edit the matter, it's got my fields in here already, my matter stage in a field. I can press whichever one is appropriate, and now it'll assign it to that column in the Kanban board. Now, same thing with when I create a new matter, right? So I can create a new matter, and right away, it's got a matter stages, but it's not going to give me any choices until it knows what practice area I'm in, right? So if I go ahead and put in my practice area as the purchases, then now it's going to give me my choices of a different stage, right? Because they're dependent on each practice area, right? So just another reason that it's awesome to be able to organize your cases into practice areas that make sense for your firm, so that we can start using these Kanban boards and you can take advantage of this newest feature in Clio. And again, super, super easy to use. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. But enjoy those Kanban boards, guys. I know you've been waiting a long time. Thanks for joining me. Have a great evening.